fated ship that the Tyrrhenians pirates were on. On a promontory, a kind of raised bit of earth near an empty sanded sea, there stood a young man. What a young man he was. An ill fate got Tyrrhenian pirates to look at him. He was beautiful. He had black, long, curly hair. He was just late adolescence. He had beautiful eyes. He had a strong body and a purple cloak around his strong shoulders. And he was looking out to sea, a long way away, when these Tyrrhenian pirates saw him. And they came rushing up, for they knew he must be the son of a king that Zeus knew, and that if they only could capture him, they would bring him back and make a lot of money, which is almost the only thing they cared about. They looked at him and they were sure, and ill fate drove them on to come close to him. And sure enough, they got him on their ship. That was it, wasn't it? And now they tried to bind him, and as they put these all kinds of things to stop him from moving, every one of them opened up. You could not keep him tied. What is this? It can't be. This is the helmsman of the pirate ship. Don't touch him, he's a god. Don't touch him, he's a god. Oh, shut up, you, says the pirate captain. Shut up, you. Let the men deal with this. This is a man's work. And so they again tried to bind him. And all he did with his dark, calm eyes is stand there. He didn't smirk, he didn't laugh. He did nothing but stand there. And all that they did was bind him, and they could not keep the binding on him. And pretty soon their ship was loaded with things like ivy and things that grew in pairs and in groups. And what was this? Ivy on the ship. Flowers and things that they never saw before. And ill fate drove the pirates on. For the helmsman was right when he said, don't touch him, he's a god. Maybe Apollo, he's a god, don't touch him. You'll be sorry, a bad wind will blow. They paid no attention to the helmsman, the only man aboard ship that had any sense at all. And we all know when there's one person with sense and everything is chaos, people eventually go towards the person with the one sense. He accumulates in his calm and in his knowledge the ability to go forth. Pretty soon, wine, dark, sensuous wine came on the ship, and it flowed through. The pirates were shocked. Dionysus was not. And ill fate drove them forth. For pretty soon, a lion appeared. And the helmsman said, you see, I told you, please watch this. The lion was on the top of the ship, and he came to the captain, and he killed him. Said all the pirates. There was no way of holding Dionysus. There was no way for their ill fate to go on except as ill fate. For as soon as he killed the pirate captain, the sailors went to the edge of the boat, and they all jumped in one by one. They became dolphins. They were transformed, no longer human. rest kept going overboard, turning into dolphins, and just as the helmsman, the man who steered the ship, the only man with sensible advice, that's probably Apollo, or maybe, you know, could be any one of them, but it's a god from Olympus, you're making a mistake. The only one with sense. He was about to jump over when Dionysus says, stop. You are blessed. You are right. You are calm and you are correct. Indeed, I will not let you turn into a dolphin. Stay here with me. I will give you all that you need for your future. You are like a brother to me, for your eyes and your heart see the truth. And it was too late for the others, but he was saved by Dionysus. And the ship went on, but Dionysus was never caught. He broke everything, and the grapes grew on the ship, and the wine flowed, and they could smell the sensuous, delicious wine, and it was all over for the pirates. Gone they were. And the helmsman saved correctly by Dionysus. Hail to the story, and it's ended.